Good evening and welcome back to Zelonka. This is the rise of Zelonka Farms and we're doing a brand new series. So, welcome to my starting farm. I have a nice silo just here. Over there I've got the tractor with a header, that little barn with a little cow shed, cultivator. I've got the trailer, I've got another barn here, and I've got an oldish John Deere there as well. So what are we going to try and do on this series? So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and emulate the powerhouse of Polish farming. And before anyone starts, oh, yes, Polish farming is an absolute powerhouse. Let me just read a couple of things for you. Alright, so Poland itself, this lovely stuff here, right, wheat is a staple product of Polish farms. In fact, Poland is the fourth largest producer of wheat in Europe. So what we're going to try and do is we're trying to emulate that, and we're going to do a little bit of a challenge on this series. Yeah. Eventually we're going to harvest 1.5 million litres of wheat. Yes, so we are doing a bit of a wheat farm. 80% of the farm's income will come from wheat or wheat products. After the first year, every field needs to be up 100%. Yeah. So the primary crop of Poland is wheat and rye. Rye is like a wheat barley sort of conjunction. They make dark rye bread out of it and all that sort of stuff. Poland also produces a lot of potatoes, sugar beets, oilseed, so in canola and everything else. So just a couple of quick stats before I get in. Poland is the second largest producer of fruit in the world. Yeah, red currants, raspberries and apples all come out of Poland. They're the sixth largest producer of potatoes in the world, the second largest producer of rye in the world, and the 11th largest producer of dairy goods in the world. Yeah, so Poland is an absolute powerhouse of agricultural and farming in Europe. Why not look at it? We all know Ukraine has huge amounts of wheat and everything else, but Poland is right up there too. So what we're going to do is, this field here, our wheat field, does need harvesting. And that's the only other field we've got. We start with, £100,000, or 100,000 euros, should I say. We are in Poland, so it is euros. Alright, leasing is allowed. And first question to everybody, on this series I'm going to have to do contract work to get some money in between to buy some more land and everything else. On contract work, would you say I must own the item to be able to do the contract? Yeah, let me know in your comments, what do you think? Drop a message in the comments, yes to owning the item, or no to say you can do any contract. Yeah, so there's that. And yes, Very, very British looking farmer there, now working over in Poland. So off we go. We're going to jump in with Massey. We're also going to try and keep to European style tractors and trucks and that sort of stuff as well. Right, so we'll be looking at utilising, where have I put it? The Zeta, Zelonka, the Ursel, New Holland has a big product in Germany, not Germany, Italy, sorry, New Holland. We've got Klaus, we've got Fent. Right, so yes, we're going to be trying to utilise all of them as well. Alright, so first things first, I need to get this wheat done, and then I need to sort the fields out. We're going to need liming. Yeah, because wheat's planting season is next month, so I need to get that ready. The big fields around here all cost a bit of an arm and a leg. Yeah, more money than I have at the moment. So we're going to have to be strategic. The other thing you might have noticed down in the bottom corner with my map, you can see it's starting to change colour. Yeah, and that's because we have precision farming on this map. Yeah, so I don't claim to be an expert in precision farming. I'll be learning it as we go through, but that's what we have on also, precision farming, just to add that extra value to this. Right, so let's not waste too much time. We'll go through other bits and pieces as we go through the next couple of episodes and everything else. So let's start. We need to get this harvested, get it baled. Yeah, and then I need to get it ploughed up or something else like that. I don't know if I'm going to plough it or just I reckon, because it's the first time, yeah, and everything else, I reckon it will need plough. Just so you can see what I have on also. If I go to settings, you can see there we are on a bit of an easy mode. Seasonal growth is on, it's not been switched off. Yeah, so I will have planting and harvesting months only, that's it. What else have we got? Snow is on, crop descriptions on, periodic ploughing is on, flintstones are on, weeds are on. Yeah, they're all normal. I've switched all the buying stuff for the IA workers to off. So let me get this done and I'll be right back. Right, so welcome back. That's the field all harvested. So it's basically giving me about 12,000 litres. But if I come all the way over to, where is it there, position farming now, and I go to seed rate, yield rate, you can see here, yeah, that I'm only yielding about 70%. So that needs working on. Until I get the information, it won't give me the types. So you see there, it's down to a 40 there. So that's all going to need to be improved. Let's go back to here. What I'd really like to do is pick up another field. Right, preferably something that's got wheat in already. So you can see there, that's the one we've just done. I've got field number 8, but it is £80,000, so that'll take a good chunk of my money. That's only 2. See, it's a shame one of these would have been fine. Yeah, but that's grass in it. Yeah. So, what else have we got? All the way down the bottom there, 2.5 acres, that's 60. Yeah. So not much. Any barley fields? No real barley fields. Oh, we've got a soybean field there. That's 100. Got a couple of oat fields now appearing. See, that's a cornfield, and it's 87,000. So it gives me a couple of months to get some money together for a header, but it won't leave us much money left at the precise moment in time. But it will give me that, but then I won't be able to plant wheat in it this year. So dilemmas. So let's see what we can do. Let's do what we need to. How much it is? If we go over to position farming, we can purchase that soil information. How much is it? £520. Yeah, so we'll do that one and we'll do that one. Alright, so that's our 2 fields. So we've got the soil information there. So it is loam. So it does need lime, it does need fertiliser. So there's all that sort of stuff to it as well. Right, so I'm going to leave that one there because this is the more powerful tractor. I'm just going to get a baler. Now I'm not going to buy a baler, but I am going to basically try and utilise the same baler all the way through the series. There's nothing there that really helps me at the moment. Now what I do is I always use a square baler. So what I really want to do is utilise this. This is going to be my baler moving forward once I get the money. But at the moment I am just going to lease this little one. Just so that I can get all the straw up. And what I do is I go back on this and then I'll get back to you afterwards.
Highly sedated, intoxicated, we're automated and overpopulated. We're all fish in a stream, swimming towards a vicious dream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking, we're the walking dead. Fear and hatred, dull and jaded. It's all been debated and manipulated. Nothing's ever as it seems. We're bound to believe everything they scream. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads, heads, heads. We're wide awake, yet still asleep. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. We're the walking dead. We're the walking dead, dead. Oh, 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 oh. Highly sedated, intoxicated, we're automated and overpopulated. Don't you know we're the walking dead, dead, dead? Our lives were meant to be this bleak. Somehow they got into our heads.
precision farming, and that is these. So just here, you can see it goes all the way down there, goes all the way down there. This is what they call tram lines. So when they plough the fields, they put these tram lines in for your sprayers and everything else to go down. And it doesn't damage all the crops then. It's a specialist path, so it's done, yeah, for your fertiliser spreaders, your weed sprayers and everything else to travel down once the crop has grown. So just a new feature of Precision Farmer on FS25. So I've just taken that back. What I do need to do now is I need to get a bale trailer or something else like that just to collect those bales, and then I can start ploughing and liming the field. So we've got some transporters here. Yeah. Now ideally, I think it's that one there, but it's far too much money. So what I'm looking at is I just need to pick them up at the moment. Might do something just like that. It does have a bit of auto load on it, and what I can do is where is it? $120. These will go on there, so we'll just do that. I'm just going to lease this because I'm not keeping it at the moment. The other thing I have found with this lovely tractor sorry about the interruption just then. So right, what we're going to do is just go, as I say, we're going to go pick up these. I only need to pick them up and I'll sell them later. So we're going to go down here. We're going to go into here and hit the button, and it should start picking them all up. Yeah, as I was saying, yeah, it's a not bad tractor, this one. It's got quite a bit of power to it and everything else. However, its turning circle is really bad. It has a really poor turning circle compared to some of the other tractors, which does hinder it a bit sometimes. So I'll just go down, pick all these up, and just have them sitting in the yard until such time as I want to sell them. Right. So I'll just pick all these up. I think this will be the last part of this episode, and I'll pick it up on the next one. Sorry, family are quite active in the back at the moment. last few, because I want to try and keep these to about 30 minutes, 45 minutes tops, unless you tell me you want otherwise. So yeah, drop me another comment, tell me roughly how long you want these videos. Half an hour I think is about right, half an hour to 45 minutes for this. Anything longer and I think it causes a problem. Right, so I'm just going to come in and drop this off here. Yeah, so as I say, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.